Hi there. So back out again in the Beacons. Just a few days after all that snow we've had. So expecting -3, -4 tonight. You can see the snow up on the top and just across the road it's Corndee. You can see the snow goes down quite a way, not quite to the road. Sort of half melted down at this elevation. Plenty of water around where it has melted, it's very boggy. There is a warning of snow and ice today, although the forecast for where I am is that would have been this morning. Possibility of some more snow overnight, but more sort of flurries. So, come with, I'll see you at the top. Just looking down towards Brecon, over that way to Craig Carriglasiad, and up here, hanging over me like the sword of Damocles, Fan Fawr. I'm not altogether sure where I'm going to pitch tonight. I mean, there's a million pitches up on there. Whether I'll camp this end, maybe get good views of Penavan Corndee. I'll go the other end, look at Van Leer, Van Neath, etc. Not sure. You can see I've got the Osprey Exos with me. That's because I got the full winter gear, big sleeping bag, extra food, all that sort of stuff. Down jackets, down trousers, down boots, etc, etc. Tonight we'll, as I say, we're expecting -4, possibly -5. It's supposed to clear after these couple of storms have gone by. Right, I'm going to put the camera away, get both sticks out when I negotiate my way up there. It does look pretty daunting from here. Made it to the top. That steep bit, really difficult. It's basically a gully full of loose snow. There's our cairn. Now I'm tempted to camp near here actually. I'll have a scoot about and find a pitch, but I'll just show you the views. The sun's over there, that's looking west. Over here, it's got Fan Leer, behind that's Van Neath, Van Geherig, I think. And then those where the clouds are, that's the Kamars and Van Munithdi, Van here, Van Behinyog, Picasty, all those. And coming around Fan Fawr, Craig Carriglasiad. There's Brecon down in the valley. Can't quite see it from here. In far distance there, behind Corndee, that's the Black Mountains. Corndee, Penavan would be behind that. And then looking south down across the reservoirs, down towards South Wales. Not bad if I say so myself. Let's get the sun on me instead of it behind the camera. Right, let's go find a pitch. Which way around does this go? Right, got myself a pitch. There she is. Lovely looking thing. So there's a cloud over Corndee at the moment, but this looks like I'm going to get me a sunrise, a sunset I mean. Sunset is due in about 10 minutes, so I'll set up a time lapse, see what we get. Finally got the tent organised. I took a time lapse of the sunset. You can see there's still quite a lot of colour in the sky. It's going to be a clear night, I'm told. The wind is definitely The wind is definitely I'm going to get in the tent. Okay, well, I just dived into the tent because as soon as the sun went down, temperature dropped and the wind picked up. It's supposed to be somewhere in the teens with gusts up to sort of 25 miles an hour, but I'm pretty sure it's stronger than that. But no, not to worry. I'm in the tent, as you saw. I'm in the Chinook tonight. I didn't fancy camping in a Durster next dome in the snow. Everyone else seems to manage it, but you know, it's a mesh inner. I like this nice solid stuff, keep me a bit warmer. Right, I'm going to put the kettle on and then have a brew. I'll go and measure the wind in a minute, and then I've pretty much got sorted in the tent. Yeah, it's cold. Right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so we've had an interesting hour. I had a problem with the tent. I got it all set up, got all my kit in it, and then I laid down and discovered there was a big like pothole right underneath where my back torso would have been sleeping. So I've had to move the tent. I just moved it about 3-4 foot this way in 25 mile an hour winds. Not great fun, but you'd think after 3 years of wild camping I'd have worked out how to be better than that. In the process, one of my down booties has disappeared. I don't know whether it's blown away or whether it's buried under something. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm in my sleeping bag. Right, so it's about 6 o'clock now. The sun's gone down. Obviously, it went down about 4:30. Really went dark about 4:45. It's now 6 o'clock. I've hopefully finished messing around. I can get on and then put the kettle on. What's a bit worrying, just had a thing come up on the GoPro, says repairing your file repaired. I wonder what I've lost. So finally organised, got myself a brew. Time to kick back and relax for a bit before I cook my tea. So I was watching Good Bloke Outdoors, his latest thing. Been up on St Sunday Crag getting blasted by the wind, and he went and got himself one of these, a Greggs sausage roll. And I thought, I normally stop in the services near Raglan on the way here, and they got the Greggs, so why don't I get a sausage roll? So I did. I think they're better hot, of course. Anyway, finally starting to relax with a brew, sausage roll. I'm waiting to cook my tea. What I'm going to try and do with this Featherlite, I remember, well, you won't remember unless you watched my last video, but I brought the X-Boil as well as the Featherlite for two reasons. A, I wasn't totally convinced by the Featherlite, and B, I was going to be cooking in this pan, which doesn't fit on the Featherlite properly. But then I had a thought, what if I take the top bit off the Featherlite and just use the bottom bit, because then the pan will sit on it. So that's what I'm going to try and do tonight. So first things first, I'll put some alcohol in the stove. So I've got about 10 minutes of cooking to do. So what I'm doing tonight for dinner, oops, let's adjust the camera a bit. I'm going to have a curry. Now, we were in doing our post-Christmas grocery shopping yesterday, and we found these in the supermarket, and basically it's a spice kit. it comes as, if I can still find it, you get a packet of spices, you get a packet of what they call base sauce, and then you get this main sauce. And what you do is you add the protein, in this case chicken. So the idea is you fry these, then you brown off your chicken with the spices, you add the base sauce for a couple of minutes, and then you add the main sauce to finish it off, and then you eat it with naan or rice or whatever. What I've done is I've taken one of the suggestions on there and I've actually marinated my chicken in the base sauce. So what I've got to do now is to fry the spices and then empty this in, and then a few minutes after that empty that in, and I'm done. But I do have some rice to go with it, and I've got my my usual rice, which is this stuff. So I'll get on with that now, and let's see how we get on. So first things first, we add a bit of oil to the pan. Just a drop. Like the gas, I suppose. See if this works. Hopefully it works. Right. Just let that heat up for a little while. Ugh, it's cold. I actually got a thermometer out, and last time I looked, the temperature was about minus 1.8. Let's add the spices. Right, and then we add the chicken. That's about done, so I'm going to get this down me, and then I'm going to kick back and have a rest. That's actually really good. Now I have mixed the rice in, I didn't film that bit, but cheers. Finished my dinner, washed up, got another brew. I just been checking through the footage that I've filmed already today and found that some of it's in time lapse. It's this GoPro, you've got a button on the side to switch it on and off. If you don't get it right, it'll switch it from video to photo to time lapse to video, you know. And it's 3 years and I've still not mastered that. Well, a nice bit of frost on the tent. Just come out to check the guys. All nice and tight by the look of it. Yeah, got my bag sticking out the bottom of it. Chuck that back in. There ain't a right lot to see really. The moon's out, so not many stars. Tent's holding up well. Shut that down. Yeah, it's doing okay, isn't it? I think I've lost a peg. I'm not sure. I'll have to count them in the morning. It's hard to tell, isn't it? In the snow. Right, let me just juggle all these things around a bit. If I slide that down and move it back, then I've got room for my stove. So I'm just putting the a brew on again before I go to sleep. But weird stuff. I've been watching a film. What I've done, I think I've said this before, we've got an old tablet that's sort of past its prime. So what I do is I just download some films onto it and I watch them in the long dark nights. I'm just putting the brew on. There we go. And the one I've been watching is called Behind the Curve, and it's really weird. It's about flat earthers, and it interviews, sort of mainstreams on half a dozen flat earthers, and it also talks to some scientists about what they think of it and, you know, how it all goes. It's quite interesting. Basically they're saying that all of science is either wrong or it's a conspiracy. But the interesting thing was that they were beginning to use science methodologies to prove that what science has been telling us is wrong. It's quite interesting. Yeah, amazing what you get up to. Anyway, I'm just going to have a brew just to get some warmth inside me before I take this off and go to bed, and hopefully see you in the morning. The wind has eased off a little bit. It's not as strong as it was. I've got ice inside here. The inner is dry, so I'm nice and warm in my Ascent 900. Doing well. So anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Whoa, that was a cold one. I had my thermometer on just inside the fly all night, and it was saying basically -3, somewhere between -2.5 and 3 all night. Look behind me, it's Corndee. You can see the sun coming up behind it soon, so I'm going to put a time lapse on. Look at this scenery, isn't that just stunning? So that's looking across to the Carmarthen Van, Mynyddy, you can see over there, and looking north, all looks very frigid. And we've got a fair bit of ice on the tent, nice hard frost. Look at that. This snow's very powdery, so it's been blowing across all night. Every time you open a door you get like a little shower. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get in the tent, put the kettle on, get myself a brew while I yeah. Oh, it's a bitter wind. Yeah, I'm going to get back in the tent. that's me all packed up, ready to go. No trace apart from a bit of melt where I've been laying all night, and lots of footsteps where I've been wandering around. That'll all melt in a couple of days, I expect. Right, one last look around. Our cairn there, Corndee, Penhavan behind it. You can see there's a bit of a wispy cloud down in the valley. So, but I can't get over how beautiful the Carmarthen Van looks from here. Just lovely. Right, enough of this messing around. Let's get down. See, all the footsteps from last night are pretty much gone. Just that one lad who came back earlier. Enjoyed that. Apart from not being able to get to sleep until about God knows when. Yeah, nice. It is bitterly cold though, so I'm going to put this down and get my gloves on. Right, see you in a bit. Oops. So, that was dumb, Rog. Could have been nasty. Well, that wasn't trivial. Should have put my spikes on really, but there's about, I don't know, 10 yards, 10 meters bit where it's really horrible. Like I say, should have put my spikes on really, but never mind. Down off it now. Okay, so I get back down towards the road noise now. That was, yeah, that was good. I think I got a bit of learning to do to camp in the snow more efficiently, but you know, I'm here, I'm almost down, I'm alive. If you've enjoyed watching this one, thank you very much. Welcome to 2025, many more to come with a bit of luck. You know the speech. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.